Alright, so welcome to what is, I guess, the inaugural cast, since I've had my YouTube channel just started yesterday. I'm going to look at this match, PvP with coLrsvp versus iSMentalist. Now maybe because of my own ignorance or his relative obscurity, I don't know anything about iSMentalist, but the tournament is coming from the European Zortag, something like that tournament, which I gather is something kind of like the Craft Cup tournament. I could be wrong though, since it does offer a healthy prize, €100, so like $1 million American given the economy. And this is the MLG version, so we know that means we're going to be looking at either cross bonds, as we in fact are, or close by air. So blue's thinking he's either south, while red's thinking he might be north. And so since I don't know anything about these players, I want to go ahead and, well, I know a little bit about Cole since he's in a clan that I'm familiar with. I'm going to go ahead and predict that he wins. But that's based purely on, well, nothing really. So neither going for the gas, and I found in my limited experiences with the PvP, well, there goes the gas down for RSVP, is that you pretty much have to look at the mirror. Red's doing this, so blue kind of copies that, or vice versa. Whoever kind of gets the sense of the gas going down here. Looking at pretty much the same builds, exactly the same builds, a little bit later on the pylon for blue. Immediately saturating the gas for the mentalist, because otherwise you kind of just don't have the army. So if blue 4 gates and has stalkers, and you 3 gate, you lose. If he has blink stalkers and you immortal, could go one way or the other. Depends on kind of how the engagement plays out. But it's really rare, Cyber going down for both of these players, but blue is getting the Zealot. So that usually tells you a little bit about his build, although, never mind, they're both going for the first early Zealot. Saving their Chrono Boost is RSVP. The same double Chrono Boost save, so he might be a little bit behind in drones. Yes, because he looks like he's saving the Chrono Boost maybe for some really early pressure. Might try and Chrono Boost out that first stalker. Well, no, he's just saving it for Chrono Boosting warp gates, unsurprisingly. Probably the same going to be copied over here for RSVP, who needs to, there you go, puts down that pylon because he's close to being supply lock, getting double gas. No second gas coming in for blue yet, but a good long scout coming out for RSVP. So he's pretty much has a sense. But I find with Protoss, if you're not in there, if you're in there and you're kicked out before 5 minutes, you kind of don't know what they're doing. Second gateway going down because it leaves a lot of options. Still working on the 1 gate. Warp gates coming in. So at this point, you could be going into the robo play. You're not really sure. I mean, I don't expect any sort of expansion coming out in a PvP because the matches are so quick. And here it is, the 1 gate robo. So this is what I'm talking about. Right now, I'm going to give the advantage to blue. He's putting down the Twilight, so I'm going to guess blink stalkers. So he's going to have a higher army value pretty quickly if he puts down the subsequent gateways, which I would suspect that he would. While this guy, coLrsvp, well, he's putting also down the Twilight. So that's a little bit surprising to me, given that it looks like he's going to be trying to go 2 tech trees simultaneously. Unless he's just getting the Robo Bay for the Observer, but that could be still putting him behind when it comes to unit production. Blink coming for blue, as I thought. Warp gates coming in, just about to finish. Observer is coming out for red. And putting down the second gateway. Alright. Very similar. Third gateway going down for blue, I believe. Yeah. And also a robo. So they're very similar, just a different order. Red's coming in for some heavy pressure though with 3 stalkers. Shouldn't kill him or anything, but it's gonna definitely could get some probe costs. Here comes the delayed stalker to pick that off. Now it's 3v3. This is the one fun thing about Protoss versus Protoss, is you get to see some good micro. Without blink, it's not quite as fun, but he is able to clean this up relatively easily. Is the stalker gonna try and run? I mean, well, he's gonna get away. Nice. He's got 25 health. Blue's already got his forward pylon, which I definitely like, but red is controlling the Xel'Naga. It's really important to get these, and you might even want more than one, because if it's found out, it's hard for you to reinforce. So sometimes it's good to put an additional one up here somewhere behind these, I don't know, vegetations. Going down on the gold already. Blink, nearly done for blue. Immortal coming out. Looking at the army count, it's favoring red, I guess, in pure numbers. Food count, rather, but he is also up a drone. They each have observers. Blue has 2 extra stalkers, so that's probably favoring him. But once this scout comes in, he might get a sense of what blue is really going. He's got his 4 gates just about to, well, 30 seconds away or so, 45 seconds. Coming in. Blink's already finished. Blink's about halfway done for red, but he is getting that immortal out to really deal with that. And he scouts the second forward pylon, but blue's coming in with early aggression. He's looking at 9 stalkers, 9 blink stalkers. And also his other forward pylon is going to get spotted. Maybe, maybe not. But he should know that if he was able to blink up there, that he had to have had vision. So unless he suspects a kind of a oddly placed observer, I would think that he knows that blink is out. And blue going straight for the gold. I really like this aggressive play by him. He has map control. He's able to do something like that. The observer's flying around looking for these extra pylons, trying to clean that up. But he has 2 immortals out, which is really nice against a stalker-heavy army, which is all that blue has. So, depending on how long this gold really goes, red might be looking okay. We have no upgrades coming down, but the Nexus is about, I don't know, 40 seconds off, 30 seconds off. He's getting a 3rd gas. He's getting his own immortals. He has 1, 2 sentries, which is going to be pretty good. I'm wondering if he's going to use them for force fields or for the shield. Picking off the forward pylon, going in for the Xel'Naga. This is going to be pretty pylon locked. There he goes. But the army favoring RSVP. And a drone transferring. Is he going to catch it? Is he going to catch it? Yes. He should get a couple good drone kills there. Blinking forward. Doubles are blinking forward by blue. Picking off a couple stalkers here. Immortals to the front. Good play. He needs to move his immortals to the front. Blue just jockeying back and forth, looking for position, but he's getting in his red pylon. Going to be able to warp in reinforcements. The Nexus goes down. Not a lot happening for blue up here. Pylon locked. iSMentalist. Not going to be able to warp in. It'll be as 3 immortals versus 3 immortals. Couple zealots logged in there. Ooh. 17 stalkers over 12. Things are looking really bad for blue right now. He's looking at 11 or 12 supply deficit. Red's retreating back in here. These force fields might have to play the difference. Catching him, locking up his army up at the front there. Immortals to the front. Good play, blinking them back, blinking the Interstalkers back. But these shields are really, really helping blue. Able to get a better concave, trapping it so a lot of these stalkers in the back aren't able to fire. These immortals up here, taking a lot of damage, 4 kills on that, cleaning up these stalkers. The immortal advantage in placement with those force fields really heavily favoring blue. And he's able to overcome a supply deficit and losing his natural and a couple probes. Looking at units lost tab, red is down by 1,400 or so, and this huge push is coming in the front of his base. I don't think he has any chance of holding this. The immortal's taking a few extra damage, but that's fine. Their hardened shields are made just for that. Blinking away from the zealots, targeting down the immortal. Good choice, and that should be pretty much GG. That's Protoss for you, right? One poor engagement and it's over. Immortal up here, gonna get focus fired. He got the thing, and the GG thing. Got the observer. Anyway, that was a pretty brilliant, good game. Quick. I was surprised by the force field's ability to really game change, because I think Cole really backed himself into a corner by going up into the gold when it was already destroyed. I don't know. He put himself into a choke, so then with these 1, 2, and 3 force fields, he was able to contain him, get the superior concave, put his immortals in a better position, so that way not all of cole's army could be shooting, while Mentalist was able to maximize his damage output. So that's game 1 in the books, going to, on the Shattered Temple, to iSMentalist.